Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying little peanut butter and jelly pockets. Excuse this, I do it in my hand. First you just need to take 2 pieces of any bread you want. I'm going to try it with strawberry jelly and grape. So, I'm going to do strawberry first. I never really eat strawberry jelly or jelly in general. I don't really like jelly that much. But I'm gonna press it down on a actual plate. So once you have your 2 pieces, you're gonna put them on top of each other. Make sure they're perfectly lined up. Press on the sides. Okay, now I'm going to take this cup and just push down. Oh. Save this piece. I have a great idea for this. And it's okay if there's a little bit more in the extra because, yeah. Now, and this one I'm going to do with grape jelly this time.
For as many one of these you want to make. I only made one because the first one kind of failed. I didn't put that part in that it failed, but yeah, I did. So this one worked a lot more. It was kind of open, so you just have to pinch the sides a little bit to keep it shut.
And it's still open.
So once you are done pinching the sides, I tried the one that failed. So you just go to your pan, take any oil you want. I just use a spray because I couldn't find any currant oil. Just take any pan, any size that would work for you. And take oil, and I just sprayed a lot of it in, and then I turned it on to 4 on my oven.
And you just take any spray or any oil
on my stove, not my oven. But so once it was warm, I just popped in my thing, and I'm gonna let this cook till it's golden brown. And this is after a few minutes. It looks very burnt, but it isn't. That's just the oil. But it was warm enough for my taste, so I took it off. You can leave it for as long as you want. I would recommend for 5 to 7 minutes. So I sprayed a little bit more oil. I grabbed the edges of my bread and I just placed them into the pan right next to each other. And I just let those sit for 30 seconds maybe. Probably a little bit less than that. Maybe 10 seconds. But since I let them sit, I'm going to crack 2 eggs in there.
And let those sort of cook with them on.
And you can use any eggs. You can whisk them even before you put them in. I didn't whisk them because it was why would be bothered to do that? And now you're just gonna let these cook until the egg whites are white. So right here I'm going to be trying the Uncrustable thing.
That's okay. Just let it cook until it's.
This is really, really good. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I don't really like peanut butter and jelly too much, but this is really good. It's pretty oily though.
I need to stop.
If you touch it with your fingers, oil comes on, so I would be pretty. Don't use your computer while eating this. It's really good. I am going to eat the rest off camera though because this would be very long if I ate the whole thing on camera. But I give it a 7 out of 10. So at this point the egg whites are white, so I'm just going to pop the yolks. You don't have to do this. If you don't want to, I did because I don't like runny yolks. And I'm just gonna let these sit for a few more minutes until they can flip without breaking. At this part of the video, I was just doing an outfit check, so I have a white short top on with a V and some blue shorts. And they are ready to flip, so I'm just gonna take my spatula and flip them. So yeah, flip it. You don't really see this that much, but on the other one, it was having a little bit more trouble flipping. So yeah, I'm gonna do that one off camera. After a lot of struggling, I finally got it to flip. So I'm going to play the sound clip on part of this. It made a really squeaky noise. Well, not right now, but it made a really squeaky noise, so I'm going to play that for you. First, I would use the temperature.
Fine salt, and I'm just going to sprinkle some salt and let these finish cooking. Now that they're fully cooked.
See how weird that noise was? Anyways, I'm just going to let those cook a little bit. I'm going to plate them, and then we can try them together.
You see that?
So,
That's so cool.
yeah. So I plated the things, and they're really, really hot, so be very careful if you do try this. There's a little bit of peanut butter and jelly on the outside when I did it, but
Pieces.
that is totally fine, and I'm just gonna add some cheese onto it now, so then I can make it into a sandwich.
And make an egg sandwich.
So I had some cheese here, and now I'm just going to sprinkle some of that cheese on.
Super duper hot. So in the meantime,
and I'm just gonna let the cheese sort of melt into the bread, and then I'm gonna put the other piece of bread on top like you would any egg sandwich.
This one's like all oily.
And now I'm just gonna wait for that to cool because it is very, very hot. So if you do try this, be very careful if you eat this. But I'm just gonna let it cool. It has been cooling for over 5 minutes. I took a little bit bite of the bread just so I could get a full bite of the egg. I took a lot of bites of this. I only showed the one that I took, but I took like 4 bites before I actually gave it a rating. So yeah, you can see there's a lot more bites in this clip than there was in the other clip, but I give this a definite 9 out of 10. I would have given it a 10, but I could taste a little bit of the peanut butter and jelly on the outside. So just be careful when you're doing this. Anyways, that's it. Bye guys, like and subscribe for more.
If you ever make those Uncrustables things and you have the extra, also delicious. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Bye. Subscribe and like for more.